Good afternoon. My name is Carol, and today is my first day on the YouTube web, and I would like to take this opportunity to talk to each other. My theme for my program for this business is to talk with each other, understand what each other is going through and how we can help each other to go through it, whether it's through after effect of a divorce or losing a job or just feeling depressed or you know you're happy and you want to share it with someone else, and you have no one to share it with. I would like to have be in that place where we can talk, where I will not judge you, I will not take away from your what you have, what you gain is yours. In other words, if you want to be happy and you choose to say it in a certain way that it may not come off to me that that's the way you should do it, or if you're sad and you say something that it's none of my business. Really, my business is to make sure that when we are finished on this program, that I can see you the next day. I can see you the next week. I can see you the next month because I, we are, I want us to be a team where we hold up each other and support each other. All right, so that's what I would like. Again, my name is Carol Lord or Carol Brown Lord or just Carol. What would I want to, what, I'm still a little nervous, so forgive me. What should we talk about today? Let's talk about mm, how to be strong. Whether you're a man or a woman, how to be strong. First, I'd like to start this off with a prayer so we all know where I am coming from. We all know that this is about being your best self and knowing who God is. All right? I know some people don't want to speak about God as an individual or as a spirit or as a person or anything at all. But I'm going to be referring to God a lot. So please, if this is not where you want to be or if you don't want to hear about God, I would encourage you and I would invite you to stay because you may learn something that you didn't know, or you can ask questions that bothers you or bugged you or you didn't understood. You can ask questions and I will answer all your questions. You understand? I would invite you not to leave, but if you don't want to stay, think about it. I am not going to tell you to leave. Think about it and come back. We can talk, all right? Oh, yes, you hear that little accent. That's coming from in the West Indies, call a place named Jamaica. The Little Rock, we call it. All right, so let's start. How to be strong in the face of catastrophe. Let's start with the people in Florida. My heart is broken. My heart is broken because people who died did not have to die, and it upsets me as a human being when another human being life is lost, you know, unnecessarily. And the reason why I said it, this is a conversation, it's an open conversation, so you can state your own opinion and we can talk about it if you want to. But the Ian was in the Caribbean. Ian then when Ian reached, I always say to my friends that if the hurricane passed through Jamaica or passed over Jamaica, Florida is gonna get it, right? If it sideswiped Jamaica, Florida may not get it. Take note if you think I'm lying. But there are many persons who knew about the hurricane. They knew. They knew about the hurricane. They saw it on the news. They saw friends leaving the scene of where the crime was going to happen. They saw people buying up stuff. They saw people nailing up stuff. They knew. Even if the news did not say it, they knew. Why did you stay? Why did they stay? And it break my heart, you know, because the things of this world is temporary. It is not permanent. Nothing that is physical is permanent. It will go at one point. So the houses and the treasures and the stuff that we have, we can take pictures of them and keep them as memories. So if the house go, if everything else gone, we'll have those. But if you have nowhere to go, drive out of the area, go into another state and wait it out. If you have nothing to take you, call the government, tell them you need to leave, but you don't know, have any way of getting out. Because I'm sure I heard Governor Ron DeSantis says that there are hotels, and he called the name of some hotels that would put up persons who have nowhere to go. I remember he sent like 100 school bus to, I think it's a senior community, and only a few dozen went on the bus. I think he tried the best that he could. Let's say it. He tried the best that he could, but it didn't work out that way. And I know that he's upset. Also, he's hurt that people have to die, and my heart goes out to the families and the victims. And I send my condolences because death is permanent. And when you lost someone who you know or who you love, it can be hurting. It can break your heart. All right. But the next time when another hurricane is coming, please, brethren, please, friends, just hear, listen to the news. So we don't have to go through this again. It takes something away from us, and I pray that Florida will rebuild, will come back. I remember being through an hurricane in Jamaica, and that hurricane is called Gilbert. Wild, we give it a name, we call it Wild Gilbert. Yes, I remember that day. That was something you don't want to be in hurricane, and that was I think was a category 3, but we didn't get the whole thing. We get only like the tail of it. But I remember the eye. We did get it because I remember being in the eye of the storm. And I remember the thunders and the lightnings and the tree talking, the wind speaking and all of that. Yes, I remember. So I cannot imagine what some of these people in Florida went through. So again, my condolences, and I'm sorry that these things have to happen to us. It is the way it is, you know. While that was happening in Florida, I think uh in Taiwan, was it Taiwan? Taiwan there was earthquake, and I think in Mexico there were, was it earthquake or storm? But it's two earthquake and another storm was going on somewhere else. So that is it for today. My introduction again, and I would like to meet my new friends. I'd like to hear your comments. Uh, if you think you like what I've just said and you would like me to come on somewhere and talk some more, then put a like in the box. And as we get to know each other more, I'm sure my word will flow a little better and my conversation will sound a little more solid. And you can send in topics of human, like things that bothers you, things that you like to know more about, whether it's religious, politics, or just culture. Those are my three areas I love. But if not, if you're going through something and you want to talk about it, we can, I will find a way where we can have private talk where, like, if you want a woman group to come together, you want a man group to come together, you want mothers or fathers. I'm thinking of all those things where we can get talk with each other. Not everything the counselors are there to counsel, but sometimes when we as just ordinary people meet and talk, it can be far more successful or far more rewarding. All right, so let's talk. Let's do this. All right, and I am out. Whatever. I am out. Okay. Have a great day, you all. May God continue to love you and bless you all. Okay, bye. And I'm out.